Let me get my sunglasses on here. Good morning, guys and gals. The last shot didn't take because the battery died in the camera. That's a problem with these GoPros is if you don't charge them at night, keep them charged, the batteries don't hold very well. So as you see, I'm leaving the wigwam. I did not get a chance to walk the room, which I'm sure one of the links I'll link to will show the room. So I'm meeting my brother from another mother Lace in Redlands at a historical building that has a little cafe, excuse me, type coffee shop in it. I'm heading eastbound on Foothill, which is California 66, which is also the Mother Road, the National Old Trails Highway, and the Old Spanish Trail, like I talked about yesterday.
Mile. Keep left to West 5th Street.
Let's talk about well, first off, it's Wednesday, December the 7th. It's about 8:30 in the morning. It's my birthday, and I am 62 years old today. I'll talk about Social Security, not right this second, but I'll talk about it today. The wigwam, as I'm driving here. The wigwam is an experience that I think anybody out here, you should stay at. Now, hold on, I'm gonna point out right here, this intersection, I have a picture, I'm gonna pip in right here, of a CHP officer, like back in the 30s, on his motor unit right here. So I'm gonna pip that in. Anyway, you need to stay at the wigwam. If you're gonna try to stay in the summer, they sell out every day and you better make very advanced reservations. I made my reservations about probably 2 weeks out and I didn't have a problem. The family, Samir is the son that runs it now. Really nice guy. Speak very highly of him. Took care of me. Patel. The Patel family came. The parents came about 20 years ago, or they bought the hotel about 20 years ago, and they've really done a good job. They've earned your business. So if you have any interest in staying in a wigwam, I suggest you come here. Now let's compare it to a more traditional motel, like a chain one. It probably balances to between a Days Inn and a Best Western. It's nice. The bed was nice. The pillows were nice. Everything worked. The TV, there was a lot of room. I had, excuse me, I had a room with the couch that Samir upgraded me to. Way to go, dude. Awesome. The bathroom was nice. It was a high step into the shower though, so if you have some mobility problems, this might not be for you. It's like a foot or maybe a foot of a step in, but the shower had hot water and very good water pressure. I was very happy with that. You park right next to your room and you're not attached to anybody, so you don't hear anybody else, and it's really, really quiet. Yeah, there's traffic in the daytime, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic on Foothill at night. So it's a really nice place to stay if you accept, one, the ice costs 25 cents, and it mostly fills up one of them little plastic containers. And you guys know that I go through ice like nobody's business, and I wasn't quite prepared for that. So if you're gonna stay here and you want ice, you're gonna need to bring some quarters. And two, there's no on-site laundry. Now there's laundromats everywhere in godforsaken San Bernardino, but that's something else. If you're gonna stay here long enough to need laundry, you are gonna have to do laundry off-site. Outside of that, I think it's a comparably nice place to stay, and bluntly, I think it's really cool, and I love supporting a family business that does a good job. So if you have any interest in staying at the Wigwam, I think you should do it. And I'm gonna definitely come back here and stay. So 2 thumbs up to the Wigwam. Thanks, Samir. You're a great host. And we're driving to Redlands. I'm meeting my brother from another mother, Leif, for coffee. He made it pretty adamant, like, dude, you're not getting away without us meeting. So he knows I've got the flu. We're gonna sit outside. I'm gonna be masked. He's taking a bit of like an early lunch or something. So I'm heading to Redlands now, and we'll see what's next. This is the first time I've ever been off the freeway through Redlands, and by God, there's a million cool old buildings here. And my brother Leif said that there's a lot of really cool stuff here in Redlands, and that I need to come back. And by God, I do need to come back. Look at these cool buildings. And you're going to see the one that we're meeting in front of here on the left. Look how cool this stuff is. I eat stuff like this up. So, I'm going to park here, and I'm going to meet my brother Leif. Here you go. As I pull out here, you'll see that Leif and I visited for nearly 3 hours. And you know when you meet somebody, and it's like you've known them your whole life, and my God, it's like I knew this guy. There was never an uncomfortable pause in the conversation or anything. It's like I've always known this guy. God, so he's Leif, you're my brother. I explained Hanai and everything to him and told him so. So, my God, I got a new brother out of the deal. What a great day. What a great birthday. So, you can see we're going to get on the freeway here. We're going to head through San Bernardino and then up the Cajon Pass. And then I'll pull over and run some film, and you'll see it then. Our next stop of the day, I guess maybe 1 o'clock, finds us halfway up the Cajon Pass on Interstate 15. This used to be the Mother Road, the Mormon Road, the Old Spanish Trail, the John Brown Toll Road. I'll show you the sign in a minute, but first we're at Camp, God, the sun. We're at the site of Camp Cajon. There used to be a military camp here. This is a pretty famous stop along many, many trails. It's about 50 degrees. It's real nice out. The camp was here. The camp, the idea started in 1917. The National Old Trails Road opened in 1913. The Mission Inn Outpost opened up in 1921. The Camp Monument was built in 1919. Here is a view of what used to be. This is called the Gateway to Southern California. Here's another shot of the Camp Cajon facilities. The 1938 flood washed a lot of this out. This is also part of the Pacific Crest Trail System and the Santa Fe Grand Canyon Needles National Highway, the Trail of the Padres. No, not the San Diego Padres. So, there's a lot of stuff happening in this pass. It's a very historical place. Of course, weekend traffic here is incredibly challenging. I've seen fires out here where the entire freeway is smoked over, and it's just a traffic nightmare. Much less weekend traffic going to Vegas. There we go. Gotta watch that sun. This marker signifies the Santa Fe. Sorry guys, the Santa Fe and Salt Lake Trail, erected in honor of the brave pioneers, or as I endlessly point out, the killers of the indigenous first peoples who were already here. It was built in 1917. So, again, make no mistake that the winners write history. And I'll see if I can't pip in a picture or two of the travel facilities that used to be back up at the freeway intersection. Eventually, a couple years ago, everything burned down. But I'll see if I can't dig it up. We're on the road. We're going to go all the way up the pass, and we're going to head north on US 395, and we'll see what's next. There's a lot of history up here at the Cajon Pass and the summit, and where I just stopped and took some film at the Camp Cajon site. There's a number of old roads through here that if you got out and walked a little bit and knew where you were going, you could see some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to take off. We're on North 395 right here, and we see our next stop, which is at Mavericks Stadium. And I'm going to blah, blah, blah here, but you're going to see that the firemen pull right in front of me. No, they don't have their lights on, but I guess when you're a big truck like that, you could just assert your dominance. So you'll see me now. Our next stop of the day, about 1:15 in the afternoon, finds us at what is now Adelanto Stadium. It used to be Mavericks Stadium when the High Desert Mavericks of the California League played here. When this stadium was built, and it's been a while, it's pretty Spartan for what was a building boom at the time for minor league stadiums. Here we go. There was a team here in Adelanto. We're close to Victorville, and I believe it's George Air Force Base that used to be out here and was really, really active. The niece's dad was stationed out here, and when he married the niece's mom, they lived out here, to my understanding, on base. I've played the golf course when the base was closed, but the golf course was still open. Because usually the Air Force bases almost all have a golf course, and they sub it out to somebody else to actually manage the course. And some places like at, oh God, the field where the blimps are, brain fuzz. You have to either be, active or retired military or some type of government employee. I worked with a guy whose wife was with IRS, so Moffett Field, there you go. Whose wife was IRS, so she played and he played, and he got to play there. Anyway, as I get back in the car here, I'm going to take a picture of the actual infield and stuff. There's a shot here I could take. But they built this place thinking that the air base, and Victorville's a pretty good sized town, that they were going to be able to, have a viable team. And then the air base closed, and maybe 2 years ago in the winter, Major League Baseball finished the takeover of the minor leagues. They disassociated themselves from over 40 teams, making them no longer under the minor league umbrella. Cities had had baseball for literally 100+ years. It's embarrassing that minor league baseball saying, oh, it was costing us money. Now there's a whole long and involved story here, but I'm not going to bore you with it, because I don't want my brother Charlie saying, dude, I'm skipping through the rest of this scene, if he hasn't already. Anyway, there was a Pecos League team here for I think at least 2 years, but it looks like they've let the infield go as well. But that's not the end of the world. I guess if they had a team and the money, they could put it back. But it's a nice little park. I'm gonna link to a story time with Joe about Rolls Royces. But I met a guy here named Bill F, or Bill P, I guess, and he was a big fan here, and he had a Rolls, and I think I tell it in the story. So anyway, we're done here in Adelanto, and we're moving on. We'll see what's next. This is Kramer's Corners, which is awfully quiet since the 58 bypass was built, and now we're still on northbound US 395, and we're on our way to Randsburg. the sun. Our next stop at about 2:40 in the afternoon, I'm surprised that my voice still sounds this good, as I'm in Randsburg. And if you recall on the Vegas ride, I stopped here, but I didn't have good dash cam through town. So here's the Cottage Hotel, which I don't think is open today. They were established in 1930. I'm going to go through, I'm going to park, and then I'm going to take some more pictures of individual buildings. Here is the Joint in Randsburg. the E Clapis Vitas people or Vitas support this. Over here is the Randsburg Inn with lodging and antiques. They say they're hoping for business, but I don't know. Down there where the car is the Ram Motor Company. And then you could see, hey, they have bathrooms there. Holy cow. Then you could see maybe the vulcanizing sign. And we're here for a reason, though, and we'll talk about that now. Here is the White House Saloon. I don't know if they're open. I don't think so. I'm going to scroll right around town here, and this is really why we're here. Not the hole-in-the-wall mercantile, but the soda fountain at the Randsburg General Store is the oldest soda fountain in the state. And when I was by here in April, I didn't know this, or I probably would have stopped. I was just more in the mood to ride back to Shady Pines. So, it turns out that I discovered this. I started subscribing to, and I'll link to a John Bartell, Bartell's Backroads Channel 10 in Sacramento vlog on the actual general store. But I missed the boat, and they closed for good, I guess, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I started subscribing to their Facebook page. It was linked in a different Facebook. I subscribe to a lot of Facebook pages. And the site store said, you know, somebody come by us, we're closing, we need help. And the cavalry didn't come, and they closed, and I screwed myself out of being able to get a soda fountain type drink at the oldest soda fountain in the state. So I wanted to point that out, that hopefully somebody reopens it one day, but it's not going to be today. So we'll see what's next. I'd like to thank whoever, Randsburg or the Kern County taxpayers or whoever decided to build this nice but rustic, clean, and it works bathroom. As we pull into Bakersfield, this is your host, Joe. Thank you for watching yet another travel vlog posted to Life with Yosef. Peace be with you. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you for the next one.